Welcome to Happy Ever After Tales, a place for gentle stories and quiet magic. Each story here is created with the help of artificial intelligence, but told with a human heart. Tonight's story is called Gaia and the Light Switch, told by a mom of two smarty-pants, Gaia and Barty. Get cozy, pull up your blanket, and let's begin. It was a peaceful evening in Gaia's room. Outside, the night sky was soft and blue, and the moonlight slipped through her curtains, painting silver lines across the floor. Gaia had just finished reading her favorite story. She loved how the words felt like music in her mind, how the characters danced quietly inside her imagination. She closed the book and listened. The house was calm. The kind of calm that only comes late at night. Far away, she could hear the hum of the fridge, and somewhere in the distance, the faint bark of a sleepy dog. Everything was still, except for one corner of her room, the corner where the light switch lived. Every night, she looked at it for a moment before turning off the light. It wasn't a scary corner, not really. But when the lights went out, the shadows grew taller, and the shapes on the wall seemed to whisper stories of their own. She was about to pull her blanket closer when suddenly the door opened just a little. Her little brother Barty peeked inside, sleepy-eyed and holding his teddy bear. He rubbed his eyes and mumbled, "Gaia, why are you still awake?" Gaia sat up and whispered, "I can't sleep. It feels scary when it's all dark." Barty walked in slowly, dragging his little feet across the rug. He climbed onto the bed beside her, and his teddy bear's nose brushed against her arm. "Mom says shadows are just quiet shapes," he said softly. "They're not monsters. They just look different when the light goes away." Gaia tilted her head. "Quiet shapes?" she repeated. "Yeah," Barty nodded. "Like how your blanket looks like a mountain, or your chair looks like a sleepy giant. They're just the same things you see during the day. They just wear night costumes." Gaia giggled a little. "Night costumes?" Barty smiled proudly. "Yep, and if you talk to them, they'll stop pretending to be scary." Before Gaia could reply, Barty reached up, stretching his small hand toward the wall. Click. The light went out. The room wasn't empty anymore. It was full of quiet sounds Gaia had never noticed before. The hum of the house, the whisper of the curtains, the soft rhythm of her own heartbeat. She could hear Barty's slow breathing beside her, steady and safe, like a little lullaby. Her eyes began to adjust. The dark wasn't really dark, not completely. It had layers, like soft blankets of color and shadow. She could see the outline of her bookshelf, her teddy bear smiling in the moonlight, and the faint sparkle of stars outside her window. She took a deep breath and whispered, "Hello, dark." And somehow, the dark seemed to whisper back, not with words, but with a calm, peaceful feeling. It wrapped around her like a hug. Barty giggled. "See? It's not so bad," Gaia smiled. "You're right. It's actually beautiful." They sat together, two tiny explorers in a sea of quiet moonlight. No talking, no fear, just peace. The world outside was fast asleep, and the moon hung like a glowing friend above the rooftops. The silence wasn't empty. It was full of secrets. After a while, Gaia whispered, "Do you think the moon gets scared sometimes?" Barty thought for a moment. "Maybe," he said, "but it has the stars to keep it company." Gaia nodded. "Just like I have you." After a long, quiet pause, she reached for the switch. Click. The light returned. warm and golden. But now it didn't feel like a shield against the dark. It felt like a friend, a bridge between day and night. That night, when Gaia finally went to bed, she looked one more time at the light switch. It didn't seem far away anymore. It was just part of her room, a quiet reminder that light and dark belong together. She smiled and whispered, "Good night, light. Good night, dark." And high above, the moon seemed to nod in quiet agreement. When morning came, the first sunlight slipped through the same curtains and fell gently across her pillow. Gaia opened her eyes, still half dreaming of the night before. For a moment, she looked at the light switch again, but this time she smiled without thinking, because now she knew. Bravery doesn't mean turning on the light. Sometimes it means learning to rest peacefully in the dark. That night, Gaia learned something small but special, that sometimes the things we fear are just waiting for us to say hello. You've been listening to Happy Ever After Tales. Good night and sweet dreams. Click.